The final WWE Thunderdome show has come and passed. The Thunderdome era, thank God, is done and over with. No more screens, no more fake crowd noise. Haha, Kevin Dunn. So it's going to be back to business as usual, back to fans. Trevor,
Excuse me.
excuse you. What is the legacy of the WWE Thunderdome going to be?
Yeah, it was really unprofessional. I'm sorry about that. But so I think when you talk about like the pandemic, the years from now, and you talk about like things that happen in wrestling or happen in sports in general, I honestly think the Thunderdome will be mentioned. I mean, because they did something that they thought should be done. I mean, AEW was using some guests, and they're also using the talent around to make it look like people were there, and then WWE started doing that. Well, they
Oh,
started
WWE did both though. WWE had talent around the ring, and then they would pipe in fake crowd noise on top
yeah,
of that,
yeah, they did.
which
Yeah, yeah,
doesn't work.
was dumb as fuck. But no, I mean the Thunderdome for what it was, it it was interesting. I won't say it revolutionized or no, it didn't do any of that, but it was interesting, and it was a nice little try, the good old college try, I would say. But the piping in the fake noise and all that, you clearly knew it was fake noise, and
Oh
it
yeah,
was
it
just
had to be.
yeah,
It had to be. No one's microphone is that good. Not everyone's microphone can be that good. There's no
no,
way.
no, hell no. But no, I mean, people will remember it. I'm not sure if people will give a damn about it, but people will remember it.
Yeah, I mean the WWE Thunderdome is going to be remembered as a dark time, one of the darkest times in wrestling history. I hated it. I was never a fan of the Thunderdome. It was for me. Look. Is it better than what they did in the Performance Center for WrestleMania with nothing? Yes.
Absolutely.
That is not saying much because that fucking sucked. But if you're telling me that the WWE Thunderdome was the best solution they could have came up with, it's an emphatic lie, an empirical lie. You could have done a lot better. They were doing a lot better. I liked it when they had those the NXT performers behind the plexiglass. It worked
Yeah,
much better,
it looked
and it
worked way
worked.
better.
And look, the way AEW did it was also like I think they did it the best. Which they had all of their talent that was booked on the shows there, and they made some ambiance with it. They made it work. They made the commentary better. They added Chris Jericho. You did things. The Thunderdome, all it did was show fans on the screen. And then they tell you when to cheer and when to boo. Kevin Dunn loved it. Kevin
Yeah,
Dunn
of course he
definitely
did.
loved it because Kevin Dunn loved to like make it his own thing. Make it like, oh, they're finally gonna cheer who I want to cheer, and like he
Right.
doesn't have to turn the dial down when the real crowd is booing them because they can't write shit television. It's. I'm so happy. I cannot. I'm so happy I don't have to look at another fucking screen. I'm so happy I don't have to look like yay, Jackson Riker, yay. No, that's not. They're in for a rude. Here's one thing I will say: the legacy of the WWE Thunderdome will be that Kevin Dunn will be pissed. Like we are going to like we're gonna see how pissed he is because he's just gonna turn all the volume down
Well, you know he is.
when we go back to fans. Like it is going to be hilarious when someone like Jackson Riker comes out and he gets booed by everyone, just everyone. And then WWE realized, "Oh wow, we forgot we have to write for an audience now." That's going to be a huge awakening for them. Trevor, going off of that, what's one of your what are your favorite moments of the pandemic era now the pandemic era of wrestling is kind of coming past with the ending of the WWE Thunderdome?
The Thunderdome or just in the
The
wrestling in general?
pandemic, the past year and a half since we went to no fans.
I thought the most genuine thing was when, and unfortunately, don't call me a mark, but it is AEW. When it was when it just came out and pretty much like when Cody Rhodes and I believe Kenny Omega and them came out and talked about what was going on. I thought that was
Mm.
the most genuine part of the whole thing. You know what I mean? It was just it was genuine. It was kind of like a kind of a tearjerker to a degree. They acknowledged the people who had passed and how serious this was, but it was I love the formality for it, and how just like they were they're just sitting there. They weren't their characters. They were real people at that point. You know what I mean? And expressing their real opinions and the real feelings and what was going on. And I thought that was cool. I thought that part of it was cool.
Absolutely. I mean, I agree with you. I think, if we're talking about AEW, like, that the first show back with like some fans, like I think it was All Out or something. That was great. The Brody Lee Memorial is going to be
Oh yes, absolutely.
literally like no matter what, like it's going to be one of the best wrestling shows that's ever been put on, at least in my lifetime.
Yeah,
Like it was perfect, just perfect. But if we're talking about WWE, one thing I'll miss, or I guess like they only did it like a few times, but where it worked, I'll miss like the cinematic matches they did, namely the
yeah,
Firefly
those are
Funhouse
pretty cool.
and the Boneyard match. Like I'm really gonna miss those.
Those are really cool. I definitely like the Firefly Funhouse match. I loved how they went back in time, like they did time jumps or whatever with
Yeah,
different eras. I thought that was cool. I thought that was really really cool. The Boneyard match was really good too. I didn't really like the Louisiana Bayou match with Bray and
no, nobody liked that. I'm a huge
I,
Bray Wyatt mark, and I didn't like that.
yeah, and I
No.
did not like that match. It was terrible. But the other two was very good. But yeah, another Bianca Belair winning the title.
I mean that one. Okay, I don't really count that as pandemic though, because like that was in front of people. You can't, I mean, but
Yeah,
yeah,
I
no,
get
that
what
was a
you mean.
great moment. It was a
I get what you
we're
mean.
having fun.
Yeah,
We're
you're right about
having
that.
fun in front of 20,000 fans who are socially distanced. Not, oh my god,
Not wearing the mask.
how did they did not understand the definition of social distancing at all. Thanks for watching this video from Real Take Sports Talk. Remember to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever a new video is released. Also, remember to check out our live show every single Thursday at 8 p.m. right here on the YouTube channel. And remember, keep it real.